today's video mechanicsgram, we will be focusing on proper positioning techniques for plays at the plate. In our first example, we'll see a fly ball with runners at second and third to right field. The runner tags from third base, and we have a play at the plate. Our plate umpire here does a phenomenal job. The replay will show us the steps necessary to execute the wedge. Number 1, your initial starting position should remain 5 to 7 feet from the catcher. Secondly, we should adjust with the fielder. We want to stay on the plate side hip, putting our head in between the tag and the runner. The third step then is quiet steps to close in on the play with set eyes to make the correct call. This replay angle gives us an even better look at the job of our plate umpire as this ball is being received. We'll see that he moves with the catcher to ensure that his head is going to remain between the runner and the plate side hip. This allows him to see down and through this tag to get the call right. This play was later reviewed and the call in the field of safe was upheld because our plate umpire did a fantastic job of executing the steps of wedge theory. Our next example takes a look at wedge theory on a pass ball to the screen. Here we see fielders converging and a very close play at the plate. The replay will show the execution of our plate umpire of this mechanic. He opens the gate properly and remains in the distance 5 to 7 feet from the potential play. He does not leave that 5 to 7 feet range, and as fielders converge, he executes the second step, adjustment with the fielder to allow constant repositioning of this umpire. He takes his quiet steps to close in on the play and sees the tag before the runner's foot hits the plate. We also see proper use of eyes here by our plate umpire to make sure that he gets the call right. Here's one more look at the play to show you just how close this play was. Now let's take a look at some plays at the plate that did not use wedge theory to get in position. In this clip, we have a ground ball up the middle fielded by the center fielder who makes a great throw to the plate. You'll see this play develops very quickly, but as you see here in the freeze frame, the umpire is not anywhere in the frame. He has not maintained that relationship of 5 to 7 feet from the catcher. Additionally, he has not moved with the catcher, and therefore on this tag, although he's not 5 to 7 feet from the play, he does tend to get straight lined potentially on this tag. And even though this umpire does not use the steps of wedge theory, it's important to note that his use of eyes is very good here to ensure proper timing on this play. Our final example is a very challenging play, a trick play on a steal play from first and third. The play develops super quickly, and as you see here, our plate umpire moves in the wrong direction and ultimately gets into a very challenging position. Remember the 3 steps of wedge positioning. 1. Initial starting position, 5 to 7 feet from the catcher, to which this umpire does. However, the second step, adjustment with the fielder, the umpire goes the opposite direction. You'll see that the catcher is in fair territory, whereas the umpire starts to move further along the line, getting outside the plane of both the runner and the catcher. The umpire's proper adjustment with the fielder should have been to move up in towards the left-hander's batter's box. This would keep the umpire's head in between the plate side hip of the catcher and the runner so that he could see this swipe tag. Now he gets this call right regardless.